Charlie Thiel being on the steering committee and somebody who was here in 2012 and somebody who spoke for him at the RNC and obviously has sway with guys who are on the steering committee like Eric Schmidt of Google. Look, I'm not here to be negative Trump, but...
I mean, do you have a question?
Well, no, it's not a question at all. It's just the idea that there is no collusion with his administration here is kind of, how would we know that? How would you know that? None of us are privy to what's going on in there. I'm certainly, listen, first of all, I'm not a Clinton supporter. I voted for Trump, hands down.
I wasn't necessarily making a comment about the administration. I'm saying that's why all of us are standing here today.
Turn this into a pro-presidency rally when you have somebody that has done some very positive things. Nobody here is upset that he got us out of the climate accords. Nobody here is upset he's getting rid of the estate tax. Nobody here is upset that he has repealed Obamacare. These are all good things. But it's a mixed bag. He just did a 480.
Well, if you're going to talk to yourself, then I'm not going to talk to you.
I mean, you don't have to talk to me. The point is that this guy just did a 400. I'm not talking to you. I didn't ask you anything. I don't even know who you are, man. Just to let you know, I don't know who you are. I was not addressing you. I know that you need to be addressed, but I'm not addressing you.
You're using your speaker to overtalk him.
All I'm saying is this guy just did a $480 billion arms deal with Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, which we've been critical of.
Okay, but then
how can you stand out here and support Trump when he's one of the people?
So you have no idea who you're talking to. You have no idea that we're talking about. I'm sorry.
No, absolutely. I was out here.
They're all the same. They're all the same.
Literally just
Obama's the same as
2004 before he was even a presidential candidate. That's what I don't understand. It's always not been about right or left. It's been about right or wrong. And now we're pushing the president no matter what he does. I don't agree with his eminent domain stance of taking that pipeline.
You have no idea what you're talking about. You haven't done any homework. You have no idea who we are. You have no idea who we are. You have no idea what the articles we've written. You have no idea the stuff that we put out on the news every day.
The man did or did not sign an executive order to put the pipeline through. He did or did not sign an executive order.
We have signed. You're telling me I wasn't critical of the Saudi deal. You're telling me I wasn't critical of the Saudi deal.
I hate to tell you. Listen,
maybe learn to have a dialogue.
I am. You're talking over me. And all I'm saying is I wasn't addressing you. I am asking the question. Can anybody tell me?
He's not here.
Do you agree with the $480 billion arms deal with Saudi Arabia? Do you agree with him saying Assad used chemical weapons against his own people? Do you agree with the Moab in Afghanistan?
I know
these are things that we absolutely. What's that?
19 billion for NASA.
Everything is trying to get away from his questions. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to walk away from his questions.
He's not asking questions.
Why is everybody
I said, did you have a question? And he just started yelling.
Who are you? You can still be I'm having a conversation here. I'm not here to confront.
Jason Bermas, but all of our friends aren't here because they became
Again, I was asking everybody. I don't know who he is.
Where's Derek Rose? I don't see him here. Where are all these people that I knew?
And again, I don't understand why everybody's getting so excited when all I'm saying is that the guy's policy is
That's right, they don't want to stand here. They want to associate
So why are you yelling at me? I don't understand. I wasn't yelling at anybody. Again, it's a mixed bag.
He's Jason Bermas. He used to work for InfoWars.
I don't care. I've never heard that name.
But now you're trying.
I don't work for.
Just a moment.
I don't work for that company. I don't work for any company.
Okay,
right
just
now.
let me.
I'm independent.
Calmly, just let me. He was making a good point about Trump and his $1 billion deal in Saudi Arabia,
which I've been very critical of.
And what are your thoughts on that? Like, what kind of criticisms do you have about that?
Go read any of the articles I've written about it. Go watch any of the videos.
No, but why don't you just tell me right now?
I've been very critical of it. I've been very negative of it. I said it was championed by Dina Habib Powell, Gary Cohn. I wasn't sure where Jared Kushner was on it. I thought it was a bad deal. I thought the U.S. should have done it.
It's the biggest Saudi Arabian deal that they've ever made, that the United States has ever made, Saudi Arabia. And who do you think is responsible for 9/11?
Well, Saudi Arabia financed it.
And you're okay with that? Like how?
Why are you saying I'm okay with that? Like you're like,
but you're
are you delusional?
No, I'm not delusional. I'm
because
asking
you're telling me things that I'm saying
that I didn't say. You're telling me to go read your articles. I can't read your articles right now. Why don't you just tell me right now?
Medium.com/Jack.
Like
I know who he is.
I've been critical of all the things you're talking about.
If you've written the articles, why don't you just tell me right now?
I just did.
That's the only thing that you're critical about.
No,
what do you think about his
critical of lots of stuff. I want the wall. I want to get rid of sanctuary cities. There's a lot of stuff in the budget that I don't like. Specifically that he's calling for border security for other countries, but not for our country.
So what do you think about 4 of his advisors meeting in here?
I've been very, very open about saying H.R. McMaster should not be the national security advisor. Absolutely. If Gary Cohn is here, go look at anything I've said about Gary Cohn.
But you support Trump, right?
I support the ideals that brought everybody out here today. I voted for Trump, yes.
Okay.
That doesn't necessarily mean I support all of his.
Matter.
What I'm saying is, it's not like a blanket statement. I don't necessarily support every single thing the man does. The man gets up, has breakfast, you know what I mean? Like, I don't support him just because I voted for him.
So do you think that he isn't aware of his advisors being here meeting with people like Henry Kissinger?
I know that he just met with Kissinger.
And what do you think of Kissinger? Like,
Not a fan.
So how do you feel about his advisors meeting with Kissinger in there and like making plans to conquer humanity?
I can't speculate on what they're doing in there.
Did you read the list?
I've read the
of
list
what
of the topics, yes, but I can't speculate specifically as to. You don't know what they're doing any more than I in there right now because it's closed, it's secret. What I'm saying is I'd like it to be public. I'd like there to be at least a journalistic presence inside there so we can see if there's deals being made, if there's negotiations, like what those are, what's.
So what do you think the solution is? Let's talk about the solution.
Openness, transparency.
Transparency. So what does that mean? Like as for Bilderberg, like
There should be a live feed. There should be a live feed on Periscope, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, with multiple cameras.
All right, guys, things are clearly getting a little bit heated here at Bilderberg as Donald Trump obviously came up as a topic of discussion amongst some of the protesters and activists and journalists here, who then got into a little bit of a discussion, perhaps a little bit of an argument. Jason Bermas and Posobiec, I can't remember the other guy's name, but very interesting to say the least. Of course, there's going to be some heated topics when it comes to Trump here at Bilderberg. So stay tuned, guys. We've got more videos here. We're going to stay here on the grounds. If you hate the New World Order, hit that like button and be sure to check out the links in the description to where you can support us here at Press for Truth at patreon.com/pressfortruth. Stay tuned, guys. We've got more videos coming soon.